Merhaba. Hello, everybody from London. This is Dr. Panos Kachamis, a senior lecturer at Westminster Business School, this afternoon with my colleague from the international office, Emily Madison, and we're here to talk to you on the IEFT Talks webinar about, why studying digital business is a great investment in your career. Emily, would you like to say a word?
Just to say that Panos will give you an overview about the digital business course and the importance of digital business. And then there'll be an opportunity afterwards. I'll talk about some of the other courses we have available at the university and some practical sessions around how to apply scholarships, fees and funding, and then a question and answer session at the end.
Thank you. Thank you, Emily. So everybody, I will start with this simple question. Do you remember this? You see this image, you see this, the telephone, do you remember this? Who remembers that? Please do type in the chat room if you remember that. I mean, I go back to the village in my country, and when I go to my old granny's house, this telephone is still there. However, if you're of a certain age, as I am, I do remember this. But things have changed. So people now talk a lot about disruptive technologies, but let's see what that is and how it's connected with digital business, digital marketing, and overall digital transformation. Who remembers again this phone here on the left? If you can see here, the Motorola 8900 X2 in 1983. It was big as a brick. And then every year since then, we had the evolution of the mobile phone, as we call it. And the screen here is very, very small, which made it impossible to conduct mobile business or e-business or digital business, as we call it today. The screen today looks like that, as you can see. And, that's not accidental. The big screen is not only about images and pictures and posting on Instagram and so on. It's a conduit, for conducting a digital business and electronic business. I mean, buying and selling online. That is based on a theory as well. Nielsen, a scholar, back in the 1990 something, he came up with this theory that if the screen is too small, like in the very first mobile phones, you cannot get people to buy and sell online. So the evolution of the mobile phone, as you can see, all these years has been phenomenal. It was a phenomenon, wasn't it? And of course, back in 2005, you go to an event, a concert or something, and look how it looked like. But in 2013, I'm not talking about today, look how things have changed. People do not wave lighters or candles or a light dog anymore, the concerts and the events. Now, they just, turn on the light on the mobile and everybody, don't tell me you don't take pictures. And then, of course, selfies, and then they post it on the social media, including Instagram and Facebook and so on and so forth. So things have changed dramatically. And if you see 2005 to 2013, never mind today, there's been a dramatic change. And all this, thanks to the mobile phone evolution, the tablet and social media and so on. Now, I remember when 20 odd years ago, maybe more, when I first came to London, I was going into the underground, the metro, the tube, as we call it here, and everybody was with a newspaper in hand, reading. But nowadays, if you get into the metro, the underground, the tube, as we call it in London, you can see everybody is holding a mobile phone and they're reading their messages, their social media posts, and so on. So how it used to be back then and now? Okay, I have to admit here, this is a stock picture. It's not me going to work. This is a very old one, as you can see. That's a very old train, but the point is the same. So talking about disruption, what is that image here? Can somebody tell us? Can you type? What is that on the chat box? Well, this is the famous black cab, the black cab taxi in London. And you can see here, the taxi driver, the cab driver here is resting. I thought it was funny. That's why I picked up this image. Although it's grainy, it's not very clear. So having said that, grainy pictures and images are very bad for social media and web optimization for websites. That's another thing. Since I'm teaching myself digital marketing as well as digital business and digital transformation. So the black cab, how it used to be for more than 100 years now in London. It's a tradition, right? It's an institution, okay? And they have to go 3 years to school, to college, to learn the so-called the knowledge, which means they learn everything in London, every street, every sokak alley, sokak in Turkish, everything. So from the black cab to Uber. Wow, what happened here? Is Uber a taxi company? No, it's not a taxi company. It's a technology company which enables, a connection between a driver of a car and the passenger, i.e. me. So it's a technology platform and technology company. And as you're aware, nowadays Uber expanded to Uber Eats, Uber this, Uber that. So why am I showing you this? Because I started, if you remember, talking about, disruptive technologies, how technologies can disrupt not only our lives, obviously, but also the way we live, the way we shop, the way we consume, and the way we eat with Uber Eats, especially in a lockdown situation such as we are now. Remember, the classic supermarket, which we still do. Let's say that's me pushing the trolley, if you like, in the supermarket yesterday. That's the daily shopping experience, which changed as well. How? Well, here we have, this image here shows you the first virtual supermarket launched in Korea. And not only that, Amazon has got its own, I think, was it Los Angeles or San Francisco? I don't remember. So where you pick up whatever you like and you don't pay, you don't check out, you just walk out. And there are cameras and sensors and so on, and they send you the bill home. So even our daily shopping experience at the supermarket has changed, and it will change more. So alongside all these, business evolution is accelerating too. They say, and look at here, I don't know if you can read the text because it's very small and they won't let me enlarge it because of the background image. About the evolution. More than 50% of Fortune 500 companies have disappeared since 2000. Why? Well, these companies, they were the incumbents, as we say. They're the ones who are holding, the market, let's say. But nowadays, that has changed. 80% of chief executive officers or CEOs expect their business to be significantly disrupted. But when? That's the question. They know that, but they don't know when. Now, the key word here is disrupted from disruptive technologies. Why? Because these disruptive technologies enabled this digital transformation. And of course, digital transformation, engulfs digital business, digital marketing, and so on and so forth. What we know or what we knew is gone. Do you remember the green board at school? Oh, yes, it's gone. Uber, I mentioned Uber. Does it have cars? No, it doesn't. If you think about it, does it have cars? No, it doesn't. Here, no cars. What? Alibaba. Alibaba is the Chinese equivalent of Amazon. Does it have an inventory? No, it doesn't. So, if you think about it, Airbnb, Airbnb, when you go abroad or even in Turkey, domestic tourism or anywhere really, you can rent a room, a flat, a villa, even a building perhaps, I don't know. Do they have rooms? Do they have real estate? Do they own anything? No. So these disruptive technologies, if you like, have changed, the way we operate, the business models, if you like, okay? So this is very, very important to remember when we talk about technology and how the way we change and the way it will be changing all the time. Now, I want to show you something. I want to show you a very short video, and I would like to tell me if that will be possible. Let me find the way to share it with you, please. Bear with me. Share media. Okay. Oops. No. Okay. I think I can. Can I? Can you see the YouTube? Can anybody please tell me if you see the YouTube screen here? Okay. Hold on. Nope. You can. Emily, can you see my YouTube screen?
I can't see it, Panos. No.
Okay. I think this. I have disabled the screen sharing, and then. Okay. Bear with me a second, please. Okay. I got it. Right, Chrome tab. Great. Okay. Right. Now, everybody, I want to play this short video, please, and please do answer to this question if you can indeed think this will be possible.
Welcome to Johannesburg International Airport. Please approach the road to create your pickup zone.
See the video.
You cannot.
We cannot see, no.
Oh dear.
Maybe we can share the link at the end.
Yes. I will share both of the links at the end. A very good idea. Thank you, Emily. Thank you. Okay. Let me do it again. Apologies for everybody for this disruption. Okay. Apologies, and yes, I will share the links in the chat box at the end. So there were very interesting videos, these ones. I have two to show. Now, what we're talking about.
Panos, you need to share your screen.
Yes, right. Okay. I thought I did, because it shows here. Can you see the slide here, Emily?
No, I can't see the slides.
Okay. All right. Can you see me?
Not yet. No, I think there's some problem with the video.
Right. Apologies, everybody. We have a slight technical problem. Can you please see it now?
Not yet. No.
Okay. Let me refresh.
Yani
I don't know whether the IEFT are able to help.
Hello, Emily, can you hear me? Hello.
Can you hear me now? Can everybody hear me now?
Hi.
Yeah, I can. Yes. Can you see my slides on the screen, please?
Yeah, we see it. Just I will ask you something. Please do not disable your screen sharing because it freezes all our computers, all of 4 of us.
I see. Okay, we don't know the technology here. We don't know, and we're talking about technology. No problem.
Okay.
No problem.
Thank you.
Okay, apologies everybody again, and let me continue with this short presentation. So we talked about disruptive technology here and how it can affect the incubate technology, the big fish, as we used to call. Now you can see it's the small fish that will eat the big fish, so to speak. So things have changed dramatically. I mean, if you look at the digital trends, and that's last year's because we cannot, measure it yet for 2020. I mean, of total population of 7.7 perhaps by now, billion population, we have urbanization of 56%. Of these, they are unique mobile users, which is like 67, maybe 70% today, if you like, 5.2 billion. Of these, internet users are maybe 4.5 by now billion, which penetration is about 60%, let's say today. And then, of course, we have active social media users, nearly probably 3.7 billion today, which is like 50% of all the mobile users and internet users. And then, of course, mobile social media users, also, it's got a different category here. It's nearly the same, so to speak. So all these global digital trends, what do they tell us? They tell us that, everything is changing in business. We have a digital transformation, which is the continuous process by which companies, organizations, or enterprises adapt or drive disruptive changes. I mean, Uber and Airbnb and so on, they did not adapt. They were startups. They drove the disruptive changes into the market. And customers and markets leveraging digital competencies to innovate new business models, products, services. And you can see here a model about the innovation accelerators. We call it the third platform. And they use various technologies from robotics to 3D printing and every other kind of digital technology. So digital transformation, the core elements is customer understanding, customer touch point, digitally modified business, top line growth, process digitization, performance management, and digital transformation is at the core. So the videos, like I said, I will show you. This is a great video about digital transformation. It's called Change Ahead. It's amazing. It's amazing. I will copy the links in the chat room for you to watch later. And I think the slides will also be posted for you. So talking about digital transformation, talking about what is happening today, there was a conference, a government conference in November, end of November 2019, like a few months ago, if you think about it. And the chamber head of the Istanbul Chamber of Commerce, ITO, Sekip Atvacic, he said, we have, to be there. We have to take advantage of that because global competition that was sponsored by the government. And talking about in the situation we are now, there's another article the other day from the Daily Sabah. The previous article is from the Hurriyet Daily News and in English, and Daily Sabah again in English. It was on the 17th of April, like 10, 15 days ago. What he said there is that Turkish startups wage digital war against COVID-19 pandemic. And this digital transformation and digital revolution helped a lot of countries, not only sectors, to become entrepreneurial because people don't go out, and technology and digital is at the forefront for business, for anything. Now, what areas can you work with a digital business manager's degree? Well, like I said, digital transformation, digital marketing, business analytics, enterprise systems, application development, general management in digital, internet sales, brokerage. But you see, this list is not exhaustive. I mean, it could be anything with digital and or connected to digital. And then, of course, what jobs can you do? Well, you can become a digital business practitioner or a consultant or just an entrepreneur, like starting a startup, or a digital transformation specialist, or a digital platform specialist, or enterprise system specialist. Enterprise, we talk about information management systems and IT platforms. Client relationships, key account manager, product manager. Again, this list of jobs, it's not exhaustive. I mean, you can do anything, and it's very, very apt these days to hold qualifications in digital business and digital business management, areas. So one of the best degrees we offer at Westminster Business School in London, which is part of the University of Westminster, which has got a history. If we have time, Emily might talk about this at the end. And it will also ask you if you've heard about us, because we are very, very central, very niche location and so on. So we are the heart of London, and the business school is here on Marylebone. If you can see the map, opposite Madame Tussauds in Regent's Park. Further down, we have the other two campuses at the center of London again, above Oxford Street. Very, very central. And here we have the Harrow campus, which is about 20 minutes from Marylebone. So, Westminster Business School is one of the largest business schools in London. Undergraduates, about 1,200 per annum. Postgraduate, about 600 per annum. Altogether, all the years, the cohorts, we have nearly 4,500 students. We are distinguished for practical and professional education for managers, practitioners, and leaders. And our alumni, if we have time, we'll show you again who is our alumni and what jobs do they do. They're all over, all the industries. We have external accreditations, like from accounting, SCCA and CMA, to CMI, to Chartered Management Institute. We have Digital Marketing Institute, the one I'm a member of, and also I'm a trainer for the professional course. We have the Institute of Data Marketing. We have the CIPS, Chartered Institute of Procurement Supply, and so many other accreditations. They are professional bodies, and as a student, you become a student member, and when you graduate, you become a full member with discount, plus you put the association or the fellowship or the membership onto your business card. And that adds kudos to in any industry you will want to work to, and for every employer. Plus, they provide continuous professional development. So, Westminster Business School, I'm not going to stay here. It's, very central, niche location, and one of the best. We ranked 26 for International Outlook in 2019, the Young University rankings. We have experience, our background, for example, mine, it's industry, in particular public sector. We have great facilities. What can I tell you? But I want to tell you a little bit about the Masters in Digital Business. Well, it was designed, and I'm part of the team as well, by the way, to develop the digital capabilities, theoretical background, and management skills, all together, required to pursue a career, and not only in digital business. A particular aims at graduates, like I said, depending on your background, who want to enhance your skills and career prospects by becoming business-oriented, but with sufficient understanding of the latest technology trends, capabilities, in order to envisage, plan, and manage digital initiatives. Even if you're not the one who are supposed to do any of these, it's good to know in every post you will take up later in your career and your life. It's very timely, like I said. These days, disruptive technologies, digital transformation, the market need for degree holders combining digital and business, it's timely. We talk about digital competencies that you have to develop, acquire and develop accordingly. And, at the moment, they're well sought by the labor market. It's innovative. We have established expertise in digital business, innovative course design and delivery, and its potential for professional certification through the bodies like professional bodies like Digital Marketing Institute, British Computer Society, the SAS Global Certification Program. SAS, as some of you might know, is a German company who does enterprise systems, IT, Mendix University, and we collaborate with them. We had a project with the students, and if I have time, I will show you. Excellence in teaching. We all have industry background, or most of us anyway, and we can. We also have partners in the industry, and we can combine all these. We have guest lectures from industry practitioners, and we have partners we work for projects. At a glance, it covers a lot of things about leading the digital transformation, not only digital business, but more technical, if you like, and also digital marketing, digital government, and so on and so forth. These are the modules that you'll be taking. Digital transformation consultancy skills, and you work on a project. You have the cybersecurity and risk management, and then you have digital transformation, digital innovation and disruption, digital trust, digital marketing, big data and business intelligence. That's a big area and a very new area, as you know, innovative, digital frameworks architectures. So we cover these modules. I teach on the digital marketing and the digital transformation consultancy skills in your research method skills. Last year I was also the leader. I developed this module here. We have student experience here. You can see some statements here. And the course has allowed me to combine my passion and intersection between business and IT. I'm able, testimonials. I'm able to enrich my knowledge about current business technologies and challenges, and also acquire the essential skills to work in the industry. And testimonials go on and on and on. But I want to show you something that happened recently, a week ago. Professor Sergio De Cesare, who is part of the Digital Business Research Lab, as well as is teaching on this course. What happened? This is from LinkedIn. He led the students, all of the students from the Digital Business Masters, MSc of the business school. He led them to develop a project for Chubb Insurance. They worked in the Mendix platform. As you can see here, one of the students, Bethel Domfe, you can find her on LinkedIn and you can ask her yourself. They learned and developed unified modeling language via the Mendix platform in order to help the challenge set by Chubb Insurance. Here, if you go to LinkedIn and if you click, you can see the Mendix documentation and what they've done. So we have real life experience and testimonials here from our students who work on projects. We also have work opportunities and development because we are connected with the industry, but I think I will stop here and let Emily take over. Emily, can you hear me, please? Emily? Emily, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you not hear me?
Yeah, I can. Yes, I can.
If you just want to move on with the slides, Panos.
Okay. Yep. Is that okay here?
Lovely, yes. So I'm just going to talk to you a little bit about some of the more practical sides. So obviously Panos has given you a fantastic introduction to the business school and to the MSc in digital business. As a university, as Panos says, we are very, very centrally located. So we're located right in the heart of London. We offer over 300 different degree programs across a whole range of different subject areas. As you're coming to this webinar, we assume that you're most interested in the area of digital business or computing or business and management. But just to let you know, we run courses in TESOL, in architecture, other aspects of management and finance, accountancy, as well as social sciences, art and designs. So we're a very broad stroke university. In terms of our entry requirements for Turkish students, if you're looking to come to a master's course with us, we will look at the bachelor's degree that you've done. A lot of Turkish students have already studied overseas or will be coming straight from a Turkish university, or may have a combination of a bachelor's degree and some work experience. The majority of our master's programs don't require work experience and will actually take students from very diverse backgrounds. So you may have graduated in a social science area or engineering or law or languages, but you would still be able to progress on and do a management program with us, because we really support diversity within the classroom, and we try and make sure that everybody achieves their potential. So we're looking at your bachelor's degree program. Do you want to just move to the next slide?
Yeah, of course.
For those of you that don't have the English language level, we have the pre-sessional English course. Because of COVID this year, we will be running that as a distance learning program, but you would still have one-to-one tuition with your teachers, and that's really available for students who just need to enhance their English before starting a master's level program with us. Thank you, Panos.
Okay.
So again, all important issues around the tuition fees. It really does vary depending on the program. So you need to visit the website and you need to look at the specific courses that you want to study, and that will give you the course fee for that particular program. Obviously, one of the main attractive features of UK master's programs is that they are 1 year compared to US, compared to Germany or Australia, where they're 2-year programs. So when you're looking at the tuition fees, don't forget to take into account that for the UK, you need that 1 year of tuition fees and 1 year of student living costs. So that's something to bear in mind when you're looking at how you compare different universities, different destinations, and the different costs. Next slide. I know, again, this is a very important area for lots of students, and we get lots of questions about scholarships. The university has a very, very generous scholarships fund. Our scholarships are there to support students across the world to achieve their potential. So we are looking for academically excellent students. We will also take into consideration your financial background and your development potential. Perhaps the biggest, the bulk of our scholarship funding is at postgraduate level and is for part fee scholarships, which is a £3,000 contribution towards your tuition fee. So that's really there just to help students towards their tuition fee costs. And we 750 student scholarships last year. You need to be holding an offer at the university. So it's a 2-stage process. You would apply to the university and you would also apply for a scholarship separately. That's just to make sure that the scholarship allocation is independent of any other admissions decisions. So the application deadline is the 29th of May. We also have a number of January starts. So I think this is particularly important this year, where students are thinking about whether they're going to go in September, maybe they want to go in January or the following September. So we have scholarships for the January intake and the September intake, and they will have slightly different deadlines. So again, you have the web address there at the bottom, the westminster.ac.uk/scholarships, but you must be holding an offer with the university to make an application. Thank you. Next slide. So if we just go through here, It's a very straightforward process. So both for undergraduate and postgraduate applications, you would apply through UCAS. So we've given the web address there. In fact, if you visit our website, it says how to apply, and that will take you through the whole process of making your application. There are no application fees. For postgraduate, there really isn't an application deadline. The only thing we would say is that you need to take into consideration for postgraduate the time it would take you to organize your visa and your finances. So, I mean, making an application at this time, any time up until July is absolutely fine. And I know in this period of uncertainty, people are really considering what they want to do and weighing up their different options. So there is no deadline. You've still got time to think about that. And as I said, we have a January intake as well. And for students, if you're made an offer for September, but for some reason you decide that you don't want to come in September, you are able to defer that offer to January or the following September. So it's free to apply. And once you have that offer, you know that you have a place. And that's there for you over the next year to give you some security about that process. Next slide. So there are lots of ways that you can connect with us. So we have Panos's email there. I'm happy to type into the chat and provide my email. Otherwise, obviously, we have a whole range of different social media. So you can follow us on Instagram, on YouTube. We have blogs, we have Facebook. So we have those that are specific just to the business school, which are listed there, as well as the University of Westminster site. So we're available on all social media. And that's a really nice way for you to get a feel for what it's like to be a student. So rather than just hearing us talk about the university, if you can see what our students are doing, you get a real sense of what it's like to be on campus and to be part of our Westminster community. I think, is there one more? So now just time for questions and answers. I think we've got about 10 minutes for any questions that you have. We also, just to point you to the fact that we have some polls, just some very, very quick questions just for us to get a sense of, have you already applied to a UK university? Are you planning on coming in September 2020? Or maybe you're thinking about further in the future. Maybe you're still making a lot of different choices. And just to get a sense of whether you've heard about the University of Westminster before. So I'll just wait to see whether there are any questions from anybody, or please feel free to send us a link with chat.
I also forgot, Emily, to ask the attendees to take the poll. I forgot to say that in the beginning.
That's fine. I think I haven't seen any questions so far. Nobody has any questions. I'm just going to write my email in here just in case anybody wants to ask anything further of either one of us. So there is my email. Please do feel free. Visit our website. We have some really great international student blogs as well. So they're talking about what it's like during this period of quarantine where it's very difficult. We have some special pages which are around coronavirus and some FAQs. So for those of you that may have questions specifically about entry this September, what's happening, or worries about visas, we have a specific page set up for you. So hopefully you'll find the information that you want. But if not, please do feel free to email us. And we hope you enjoy the video links that Panos is sending through now. And we hope that you enjoyed the presentation.
Emily, I forgot to ask about the poll. We have a poll as well. In your screen, you will see on the right-hand side, you will see a tab called polls. If you can take this poll for us, please. Can you hear me?
I will tell it in Turkish.
Okay. Evet.
Arkadaşlar polls kısmında sağ tarafta ekranda questions'dan sonra polls basarsanız eğer karşınıza 3 tane soru çıkacak. Bunları doldurursanız çok seviniriz. Ayrıca sorularınızı da sorabilirsiniz şu anda.
Ciao, Saten.
So,
no worries.
Once again, thank you very much for joining us today. Please do get in touch or let us know if you have any questions. I hope everybody stays safe and stays healthy in these challenging times, and we very much look forward to welcoming you, hopefully in London at some point soon.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Emily and Panos.
Thank you.
Let's wait a couple minutes. Maybe there is a question. Otherwise, we can say goodbye.
Okay, sure.
Absolutely. Evet.
So I guess just to add, at the moment, we probably have around 80 to 90 Turkish students. We have 19,000 students in total, around 80 to 90 Turkish students who really study a whole range of different subjects, particularly business and management, particularly architecture, construction, but we also have Turkish students who are doing film and fashion, teaching English, who are doing English literature. So it's very diverse. The students that we get through from Turkey, they come from a range of different universities and institutions in Turkey, and we really do welcome students from across the world. So we very much look forward to having you.
Absolutely. I have many students in all levels at the business school, including the digital business, in all levels. Yes. Okay.
So I believe that people already answered the polls. You can see the answers. Have you already applied to a UK university? 100% says no, so they haven't yet applied. And are you planning on coming in September 2020? It's a 50-50%, so half of them are planning and half of them are not planning to go this September. Okay. And 20% has already heard about Westminster University before, but the 80% has never heard about it.
Great. Oh, that's good to know. That's really useful. Thank you very much.
Great. Excellent.
So again, thank you very much. Thank you IEFT for all of your help and support and assistance, and answering all of our emails. And thank you to everybody who has joined us. We've had some really nice comments, so thank you very much.
A big thank you too. Yeah.
Thank you, Panos and Emily. I will see you in Turkey hopefully soon.
Hopefully soon. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.